Hi all, welcome to this Sorare 23-24 roadmap video. Obviously quite a few folk have covered the Sorare roadmap points, and obviously it says 12-minute read. I've had to read it a couple of times over just to kind of really take it on. Initially I was a bit skeptical with some of the things. Now that I've really read into it a bit more and fine-tuned everything, there's some negatives, namely fitness and physio stuff, because sometimes you do get a bit settled into some teams and you've got to be a bit wary, I suppose. But like now that I've really sat reading through this, it's like fitness and physio stuff I just feels like a bit added unnecessary, but there's a lot of good stuff in this. Now that I've really dug deep, like I am a big fan of like the all-star competitions, like the short and the long format stuff, especially if it gives you more options, like another competition you kind of get into, like long format, top 4 scores over the 8, which is fair play. Like you don't have to, like, because you could have a bad week, so at least knowing that you can have 4 good weeks and 4 bad weeks, there's like it's understandable that like the longer format will reward fewer rewards, which is to be expected, but obviously just obviously good to see how the rewards work out. And I think also depending on like what you have club wise, I suppose from the short format wise, you'll have to, like, you've also maybe got to factor in like, I don't think it's said here at all. I might have to query this, especially since no one else is, I think, really, like, what I mean is like locking a team in. So it's like, say for example for the All-Star you might want to run, say, an Celtic stack, for example, just obviously using Scottish, or a Hibs, in my case could be a Hibs stack. Like the 5 that I picked, so say Marshall, Fish, Newell, Boyle, Yuan, say that's my 5. Does that 5 stick, or do I need to change? Like I'd imagine like the like, it shouldn't actually matter, that shouldn't apply, because obviously you might get injuries in between those 8 game weeks. I suppose they've just got, it's how it's explained. Like I think that's maybe what they're missing in this, is just to explain it a little bit more, maybe something visually just to kind of explain it. But no, there's definitely like short, like we're all used to All-Star anyway, and it's like what, 2,500 rewards usually, and like if long formats given better prizes, then fair play, leagues, see what that brings out, I suppose. From there, new kickoff mode. Like I never do kickoff mode just now, like because obviously limited kickoff is, I'm above that, and I can't do rare kickoff because I've just never bought a rare. But intrigued to see what this brings, I suppose. If so, I'm assuming like kickoff rare, for example, might get renamed completely, I suppose, just so that people don't get confused. But something daily, if it's like, if you're getting something for your rewards, I suppose, then fair play, likes, like depending on what we all get. But see what this brings, I suppose, with everything. Obviously cash wallet, for those like fiat wallets and that. I know for myself it's not something I'm concerned about, because obviously the funds we bring in come from Coinbase quests, learning rewards, and then whatever rewards we get, and also trading, because that would be the one thing we'll be hopefully doing a lot more this year ahead. Other gameplay product roadmap updates, we are lowering something not relevant to me but relevant to players that have either been in a lot longer or money they can afford to put in. So we are lowering even, it sounds like I'm not even saying the word right there, super rare eligibility and unique competition from 2 super rares allowed to a maximum of 1. Total number of unique cards on the platform is now high enough for us to update. Fair enough. Especially when I've seen a lot of uniques lately. Even I've had like just a look at like the Hibs ones, Tenerife ones. But yeah, interesting. We will make no changes to the Sorare scoring matrix. Fair enough. To maintain a more healthy game balance, we will only ever cover leagues when we have licensed clubs in that link. The Chinese Super League will remain as covered, as coverage here was introduced before our rule. Cards in non-licensed leagues compete for game rewards from licensed clubs. Would lead to an unhealthy game balance. We will not cover the Saudi Arabian League for the 23-24 season, and we'll reevaluate the situation before the next season starts. I suppose because of the amount of transfers, there's a lot of cards suddenly, like a lot of players suddenly, if you want to say, only actually applicable for the AFC Champions League, but not anything else, apart from like international breaks. Club facilities, starting September, can build your stadium facilities from the ground up. We'll initially launch with 2 facility centres, physio and training, that allow you to manage card bonuses, with the goal to follow up with more facilities landing soon after, such as your very own stadium and more. Managers will on. This is the part that I'm starting to not be a fan of, but see how it goes. Managers will unlock and build their facilities through the club shop and in-game achievements. Your training centre, following the change of the training competitions to academy, we are delighted to announce we'll be launching the training facility feature. Submit group of player cards to your training facility. Cards in training accumulate XP more quicker than playing in our game modes. The facility can be upgraded via the club shop to accommodate more cards. This is just the first step. We have plans to launch training drill. If you play under 23 competitions exclusively, you may want to claim a temporary under 23 training drill that boosts a player's card XP a lot more quickly. I love how they're saying for our initial, it's inspiration from basically FIFA and like eFootball, I think, has it in their My Team stuff. Physio Centre. In your Physio Centre, you can manage your player's fitness by speeding up the fitness of your player's card. Fitness a new player card bonus as part of our larger bonus restructure. We explain bonus updates in more detail below. Basically, fitness cards at full fitness will benefit from a 10% bonus. So if they're 10%, like cap stuff, like we'll get down to later, or even like All Star or Second Division, can make all the difference. So it's like play smarter, not harder. Rest packs will also be, like, those things should not be available by money. Should only be your coins. This is when, because like as someone that's got like 15,000 coins, I'd rather just be like, if I need little things like this, make it affordable. But see how it goes. Yeah, and as I said initially, like I was not a fan of this, and still not. But I suppose it's once we see it in practice, for like competitions, I think that's when we'll really see how much of a difference it makes. More ownership, 4 bonuses to build winning strategies. We're updating our card model to offer managers more control and deeper levels to strategize. As mentioned above, new fitness bonus, experience bonus, points update. In a nutshell, the final level XP requirements remains the same, 24,500 compared to the current formula. With the new formula, XP in this new, right, which would make sense, because you like, you don't want to be owning a card for. That's why like the 90-day thing for collections makes sense. Like that's why I've tried to build the club, the gallery up over the summer, so that way time I come into the new season, I'm prepared, and like we're hopefully as close to 90 days even as possible, and just take it there. So like I can see where this is coming from. Like that's fine. Like because collection bonus, I can understand, makes all the difference. Like especially if we've got a lot of our stacks like Hibs, Tenerife, Avispa, and so forth, all at 3%. So we've got a chance. Like this, I'm quite intrigued by planning to introduce a new card XP summary, which makes sense. I suppose if you're getting that every game week as well, it's handy. New season bonus. Fair enough. For example, Sorare bonuses for 23-24 Premier League cards will expire when it's first game week, right? Understandable. Collection bonus, obviously we're used to that. Bonus rework, so 4 bonuses, just to recap. It's new season bonus, fitness, XP and collection bonus. Obviously we're at 3% for near enough most of our teams nearly, once the 90 days come in, because obviously a few of the players, like Avispa players especially, were bought with prior to the whole 90 day stuff, so we're not far away from it. But yeah, no, that's like the fitness, as I said, I'll keep saying it, fitness and physio, but I suppose it's like you've got to have an edge with your XP anyway, like try to have that little edge. But new ETH threshold, falling community and blah blah blah. We will reintroduce all 4 above card bonuses to our cat mode. Like I'm trying to remember when they actually removed this. Like I know this is my 3rd season, but I'm sure it wasn't that long ago it was taken out. But new needs like 250 to 300 I can understand. And the thing is, I don't want you to sound cheeky now that I've read all this. 40% on some players could legitimately just be naughty. So we'll use Boo for an example. If in fact no, we won't. We will use Dax McCarty. So new season, we'll just see his XP is higher, so you could literally cap out. So 5, 10, fitness at 10, collection at 5. Then so right away that's 20%. That's in fact no, it's not, it's more than 20%. That'd be 5, 15, 25, 30%. Captain's at 50. So right away you are basically really, like, you legit could play a, if you're going into 240, you legitimately could get away with a DNP goalie if funds are tight, or funds are really tight, because like 140, 150 points from, if you've got a star player, and the other 3 are just not necessarily rubbish, but you know that they're going to consistently get you, say 50. They're great for capped modes. They're 50, 60 pointers. Sorry, like 40 to 60 points. Until you throw in collections, fitness, XP, new season stuff, you've got a real chance. So scarcity bonus, don't apply in cap modes to 40s, which would make sense, because that's just real exploitation. Please note that the new 300 points target, yeah, it makes sense. I think looking at it, I think they'll keep it at 3, because 250 will be too easy. 275 maybe, but I suppose 300 depends on how many actually hit it. Because if you've got, like, say 30,000 managers, or 40, however many managers, we'll just say 30,000 for talking sake. If say 10% of that are only hitting threshold, then they might say, oh, it's not as much. But at the same time, you've got to remember, you could have a really good high scoring game week from every, like you could have 10% one week, but then suddenly say 50% the next. So yeah, you've got to rethink that part. But 300, now that I look at it, it's fair, and it actually could be very easy. Fantasy meets reality, more connection, new dimension. 3D cards sounds neat. Quite intrigued to see this. Like, and if I'm actually honest, you know what would make it really neat, if possible, is even like front and back, like when they say special edition cards. Say if it's a club one, so say Dortmund, say on the back it's literally like Dortmund's colours, white and black, well, black and yellow. It'd be really, really neat just to see it in effect. But no, that's like next step up, 3D cards. They're like something that's just a bit fun, and happy with that. Part of 23 like fantasy meets reality and community stuff, like the whether it be the Champions League, Dortmund stuff, there was Eredivisie stuff, there's the dance stuff. There's so much throughout the year, the jerseys in the store, but yeah, there's definitely like fair play, like there is opportunity to be had. Like I know for myself, with Sorare, like I'd happily be on like not just MLS on tour, but anything. Like you never know what might crop up. But no, there's definitely, like now that I've really dug into this, there's probably about saying 95%, about 95% positive, 5% negative, and 5% negative really is just the fitness physio. Because it just feels like microtransactions. I think that's where I think people are concerned. But no, it's like all in all, I think the more I read into this, I think because there's so much being added in, it is can be a bit overwhelming for some. Like I said initially, I was like, ugh, not a big fan, but now that I've really dug into this, I'm actually quite I quite like a lot of what's added in, really. Just minor things that concerned about, but I suppose that's where more feedback will come in and so forth, just to kind of hone it in a bit. And this is, as they say, 6 to 8 weeks. We're at July now. September's when they'll probably look to, like into September, they'll get an idea then, and they'll know from there. But all in all, generally happy with it actually. It's like as I said, I was initially like, yeah, but let me know, folks, your thoughts on all this. I'm definitely listening to more thoughts as the day and the weekend goes. Have a good one, folks. Take you all. As I said, I'll get the game week 391 video live in the morning, so keep an eye out for that as well. So have a good one, folks. Take you all. Thanks for listening, and I'll catch you all later.